Are you the type of person that plans their weekends around the best brunch spots or where the best taco truck is gonna be in town? Great, me too. But what if I told you that following your taste buds could actually help you build wealth in the real estate world? That's right, in this video, we are going to talk about why being a foodie and the housing demand goes hand in hand. In this video, we are diving into the neighborhoods around Charlotte where the food scene is booming and the home values are rising with it. Whether you're relocating or just moving from neighborhood to neighborhood, we've got you covered here in this video. And if you're new here or this is your first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow along for more local Charlotte insider tips. So moving to Charlotte isn't always about a job relocation or family. It's oftentimes about the lifestyle. So I've gotten a lot of relocation calls lately where they kind of call me and don't really know where to start. They know they want to relocate, but they're not moving because of a job like Wells Fargo or Bank of America. So they're kind of starting from ground zero. But when I talk to them, they just constantly say the lifestyle, the lifestyle. They highlight things about what their current city or current hometown doesn't have that they feel Charlotte does. Being a foodie is one of them. Funny story, actually, when my husband and I first started relocating here to Charlotte, we even though we're from Florida, which y'all know has great seafood, we lived in Pittsburgh for a year prior to coming here. And y'all, Pittsburgh is a food city. I mean, what else do you do when it's like 0 degrees? You eat, right? We were told, oh my God, you're gonna love Charlotte. Charlotte is such a food city. Let me tell you what, we were highly disappointed. I was highly disappointed. Are my standards high? Maybe, who knows? But over the past 9 years, it has grown tremendously. And whether you're into the trendiest, most Instagrammable brunch spots or good Southern cooking food, whatever it is, Charlotte does actually have you covered. So let's get into it and talk about how these two things are related, some of the best food areas, and where you can live if you want to live by them. So we're going to start in a couple of the urban neighborhoods. First of all, starting off over at the Plaza Midwood neighborhood. So Plaza Midwood is located right just east of Uptown Charlotte. It is a community within Charlotte that has a very urban feel to it. It's got a walkable downtown street, which is why this place is booming. It offers a great lifestyle for young professionals, for families, for single, married, whatever it is, you've got it. And you also have a lot of different characteristics within homes. So you do have some newer homes being built, but they're all being built by kind of like custom builders or like one-off because people are buying those lots and having to build new homes. So it's not like a big development. There are certain streets where there are townhome communities. Obviously, those are part of it, but it's really cool. It's got a really unique feel. So Plaza Midwood. We're gonna lump NoDa into this as well. They're right next door to each other. They're walkable to one another. They do have different feels to it. So Plaza Midwood feels a little bit more put together, a little bit more clean. The average home price in Plaza Midwood is $875. I will say I do think that is a bit skewed. I think that's probably taken into consideration, like these old homes are getting knocked down and everything, because it's honestly pretty hard to get in there for under $900,000 for a good size home. But why do people love it, and what restaurants should you check out if you are a foodie like myself? Well, right downtown or downtown Plaza Midwood, you've got two of my favorite restaurants. So first of all, Supperland. My God, Supperland is so good. They took this old church and they renovated it. They also have a speakeasy underneath, which I haven't gone to, and they have a cocktail bar attached to it, but behind it. So it's kind of like a 3-in-1. It's right at the corner, right across from Giddy Goat Coffee. It has this open kitchen concept, and they do like large shareable kind of like family style meals if you want. So every time we've gotten a handful of things on the menu and we've shared it with everyone that we're with, and I've never been disappointed. I do recommend getting reservations. They are kind of hard to get into. We've gotten lucky a couple times, but this is definitely a place where, like, if you're visiting from out of town, definitely check it out. It's a favorite. You're gonna keep going back to it. You also have Dilworth Tasting Room down there in Plaza Midwood. Now you've got Bohemian Wine Bar, and you have Workman's Friend. So Workman's Friend is a great brunch spot. They have great brunch cocktails. They have a great cozy indoor, like English pub feeling area, but then they also have an outdoor with like an open garage door kind of thing. So it gives it that great indoor outdoor vibe. It's always busy with young professionals. So if you're like 40 and above, you might feel a little old. I'm kind of at that age group where if I go on the weekend, I do feel a little old, but great for young professionals, great for younger couples. I can't say this would be a kid-friendly place, but there are several other areas there that are great to bring kids. There's also parks in this neighborhood, so it still is really great for family-friendly areas. But if you're looking for great food, Workman's Friend and Supperland are my top go-tos in the Plaza Midwood area. Now, we're just gonna go right across the street over to NoDa. NoDa is a similar concept where it's got residential areas around it, again, right next door to it, so in the same location in terms of like distance from uptown and everything. This one has a little bit more artsy feel to it. This one has more residential options in terms of like apartments and condos and everything, but they're about the same. Price points are about the same. Style of homes about the same thing. They're both gentrifying neighborhoods. So, you know, 10 years ago when I moved here, you couldn't pay me to live there in terms of feeling safe and comfort levels and my surroundings. You couldn't pay me to live there, but now 100% it's changed over, and I like it because it still has character. So NoDa is known to be a little bit more artsy, and if you want good food, this is where you need to go in NoDa. It has a downtown walkable thing. It has Ever Andalo. Oh my God, y'all. Top 5 restaurants in Charlotte. It is a smaller Italian restaurant, scratch-made chef menu. It is out of this world good. Again, here's another place where you're gonna wanna get reservations. We've been able to find seats at the bar with just 2 of us a couple times, but if you're gonna go and you want to sit down at a table, make sure you get reservations because it is always booked out. Then right down the road, you have a Charlotte Goodie, and the original location of Cabo Fish Taco is here in NoDa. It is a Charlotte favorite. It is a staple. I do know that they have expanded and gotten other locations like Ballantyne, and it's not as exciting anymore, but they're still a really good option. Great burritos. They also have a donut shop right on the corner. It's like literally a window. It's just donuts in a window. And then you also have the Goodyear house. This is a really unique restaurant, really cool with great food, great cocktails, and a great outdoor patio. So for me, in order for it to be like a good food experience, I need the whole thing to fit, which means the vibe has to fit too. So not only do I want really good food, but I also want the vibe to match it. If you're a foodie, you know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna switch gears a little bit. And why is this? Like it is all location, but this has to do with it. Like this isn't necessarily about the proximity to uptown or proximity to a highway or anything, because honestly, the traffic in these areas kind of do suck, I'm not gonna lie. But it's the fact that it offers the lifestyle. You've got parks, so they do food truck Fridays. You've got Walkability, and there's constantly new restaurants coming into town. So it really does fit that lifestyle. So if you want to start your Saturday morning by going, taking the dog for a walk, grabbing a cup of coffee, dropping them back off and going and getting brunch, or going out on a Friday night for a really good dinner and then maybe hitting some live music somewhere, these are the areas that you want to go to. And they do go hand in hand. So these neighborhoods over the past years have increased in their appreciation year over year, and they're not stopping. Obviously, COVID was insane and we saw appreciation increases in about 25%, but we're still seeing appreciation in the double digits here in these particular locations. And they're always going to be hotspots because they're the only areas in Charlotte that offer things like this. This is how it helps with your equity, is you're never going to lose equity. They're always going to be hotspots, and they're running out of space. So it's not like they can consistently put new houses. They can't create space. So your home, if you own a home in here, will always be gaining equity. So moving on, we're going to go over to a different side of town. We're going to go more towards south, over till towards Dilworth and Elizabeth. Elizabeth is right outside of kind of Plaza Midwood, Chantilly area. This is smaller, more residential than not, and this doesn't quite have the downtown scene, but it does have a handful of restaurants, some of Charlotte's favorites: Rosemont, the Garrison, and Puerta. Hands down, amazing restaurants. And if you live in Elizabeth, you're right around the corner from here. And those two, they don't have a downtown scene, but they've got these handful of restaurants by them. They're constantly opening up more. We just had a newer one open, Biscuit Belly, and then Flight. Flight is a wine bar that's inspired by the owner's travels around the world. Their menu's inspired by that. So really cool place. Again, these are the only things in those areas not the only things to do, but like these are what's walkable. These are what people want. People want the food. 3 amazing restaurants here in Charlotte, all right side of the Elizabeth neighborhood. Elizabeth is also in that 900,000 range. And then we're gonna go just slightly over to Dilworth. So we're kind of moving around the city right now. Dilworth, you've heard me talk about it in one of my previous videos. Love this neighborhood. It is stunning. It is beautiful. Now, none of these neighborhoods have HOAs, but because of the price point that you're in, your neighbors are all taking care of their homes. So the neighborhoods themselves are stunning. They're gorgeous. Dilworth in particular is a historic home, so there's not a lot of new houses being knocked down or built up. You can't do that in historic. Anything new that's being built is like right outside of it. But you've got these cute bungalows, you've got these older Victorian style homes. It really is stunning. You're gonna have a smaller lot in Dilworth, but that's not why you're moving to Dilworth. You're not moving there for the lot, you're moving there for the walkability. So here in Dilworth, you're right off of East Boulevard. So you've got things like 300 East, you've got Copper Kitchen. They did just open up a new wine bar down there. I don't remember the name. It's changed over quite a few times. Bonacera? That's not it either. It's great though. But 300 East is one of my favorite restaurants. They are amazing for lunch. Their French onion soup, y'all, is out of this world. Kid Cashew is another incredible restaurant over there, all walkable in these areas. Again, people want walkability. So there you have it, my top recommendations if you want your home to reflect your lifestyle and you want the equity that goes with it. So if you want equity as big as your belly, check those neighborhoods out. They have some of the best restaurants located here in Charlotte. And if you are looking to move to the Charlotte area and want a little bit of guidance on where might be a best fit for you based on your lifestyle, check us out, reach out, hop on our calendar, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow along for more.